Hey guys, this is Midget and welcome to another Derby Career Mode episode. Today it's episode 5, and in this episode I am bringing you 5 games. And I am very not known for Derby Career Modes or Career Mode or gameplay in general, I used to only do Minecraft, so that's why I put 5 games in by accident, So it's only terrible highlights, like 2-minute games. However, in the future I think I'll be doing around 3 games, which will be around 4 minutes per game, so I'll get loads more of highlights done. And you might be like, why is my voice talking over in the background? Why isn't it, the commentator and the green screen? Well, I was thinking about this long and hard, right? I just couldn't, I put in four episodes. I uploaded 4 episodes in 2 weeks of having a holiday. That's how long it took me to do. And these, so I wouldn't be able to do that while being at school, that it would take me so long. So instead I thought I'll do something like this, just do a normal career mode, like other people do, and it might get the same reception, it might not, whatever, at least I'm doing my best to try and get uploads, and I'm going to be uploading like every 4 days, because that's how long it will take me to get the gameplay. But yeah, so here we're versing the second team in the league, QPR, and as you see, QPR are all over me in this game, basically. As you see here in the 5th minute, Benny passes it forward to Austin, I don't even know, and he has a shot which goes wide, and I thought that was in because Barker stuck his leg out, and obviously when that happens there's a deflection. But Russell, he's very inconsistent for me, Johnny Russell. At the start I was praising him like mad, and then he was just becoming worse and worse and worse, and there he gives the ball away. So QPR get an attack, and this is the 59th minute, just saying, QPR get an attack, and, it's pretty serious, Hoylett puts in a great ball for Andy Johnson, who heads it home, Andy Johnson came on in the game like 2 minutes ago, and he's already got the goal, so he was like, he was the saviour of QPR. No, Grant's not happy with the marking Barker did, or whoever did that, but a beautiful ball in from Hoylett, and I got to admit, I was pretty mad at this point, I was like, okay, I'm not going to win this game, but since it's losing against QPR, I'm not that bothered, they're a very good team, and Russell just passed it to Bryson, but look at that from Bryson. That was one of the simple finishes in my whole FIFA career, but that ball from Bryson was absolutely phenomenal, inch perfect, if I could put in balls like that all day, I would. That's what she said, but whatever. Look at this from Bryson, doom. It took out like 4 players with that, and Julio Cesar with the 5th goal, with like the 5th player to get beating. But here you see, QPR going on another attack, and I was like, oh god, no, please don't score, just let me win. Well, let me at least draw in this game, And Barton puts in a very spectacular ball. I think it's through to Hoylett. No, Kranjar, sorry. Barker and who is that? Oh, Kranjar. It bounced off Kranjar. And nothing really happened. So we move on to the 90th minute. QPR, can they get a last attack? Barton, and pushing up the field, but they don't get one. So we shared the spoils in this game, 1-1 isn't the worst result, but I guess both teams would be happy with a win. However, I don't think we really deserved it. You see Andy Johnson very disappointed with QPR's performance. But now we're moving on. Oh, God's sake, sorry about this, guys. This is not good. Okay, we're moving on to the East Midland Derby. Right. It's really awkward saying East Midland Derby, since Nottingham, well, East Midlands is like Manchester City and everyone on the team I support. But here we are, Derbyshire versus Nottinghamshire. Like, 2 players I really want to buy when I'm in the Premier League, I think. I'll sell Johnny Russell, because he's not very good for me, he's very inconsistent. When the Nottingham team comes up, I'll show you who I want, because they've got 2 very good players I really want, that look really, really good. Right, so the first one is Mackie. I know who they are, but I just wanted to thingy. I'm sure Mackie's on loan from QPR somewhere, or they sold him. I'm not sure, because I don't follow the Championship that much, but I want Jamie Mackie. Looks like a terrific striker, and I also want their keeper Darlow. It looks very good, he looks very solid, and I wouldn't mind picking him up. I might do so in Korean, well, in Ultimate Team, because I might build a silver team or something. I don't know, but Nottingham start here very well. Wisdom, terrible, but then he makes up with that great slide tackle, I was like very happy with that. Wisdom was great for me all game, and watch out for him. But look at that. Barker That should have been, that's a stonewall red card, but the ref only gives him a yellow, I presume. Yep. So I was very scared of conceding because I know Nottingham are very good from corners. And here you see Hughes winning it back through to Wisdom, into Bryson. You know, Russell, perfect ball, perfect through a ball from Martin and Wisdom with the simplest goal you'll ever see. But I don't know why it is, guys. I think my form has really dropped in FIFA. You know, I used to be winning 5-1 over world class. Now look at me, it takes me 80 minutes to score my first goal, and Nottingham aren't the best of teams, but that might just be because of the championship, how closely spaced are in ratings wise. But now it's the 90th minute, you know, how can they get one more chance? No, they can't. It's at 90th minute, and we win the East Midlands derby. So we have the bragging rights around Derbyshire and Nottinghamshire. If any of our fans go to one of the other cities, we can be the ones bragging. So obviously we're going to be happy with that, and also we're going to be higher in the league. But now we're going to move on to the third game of the episode. It's against Brighton and Hove Albion, and I picked in a very controversial side, you know, because this is like my secondary side. And you know, in real life, Brighton have got a really decent team, and are in a pretty, I think they're in the top 10, so they've got, you know, a pretty decent spot. So if I was the manager in real life, you know, I would definitely not pick a team like that against Brighton, since that team is very solid. You know, El Abd, I think, yeah, El Abd and Kushak's a very good keeper. Inigo Calderon is also a very good defender. But if you look at my team, it's very controversial. It's got the likes of Legends in goal, which I don't know whether he's good or whether he's bad. You'll see it in a minute. When are we going to see it? We're going to see it now. You know, Legends, Freeman, Whitbread, O'Brien, Forsyth, Eustace, Bailey, Coates, Dawkins, and the two strikers I presume are Russell and Salmon. Yes, they are. Russell, I just put him in because I thought, you know, Brighton aren't doing the best in this league. I think they're like in the relegation zone in my FIFA career mode. So I was like, oh, why not put Russell in? He might get his momentum back. So at the start, you see Mikhail putting a great ball into, I presume that's Andrews, and he finishes it off with a lovely finish. You know, that was as simple as you can get. You know, Legends dived he dived the right way, but he didn't dive in time. And I wasn't pretty mad. You know, I was chill. I was like, okay, I can get this back. You know, it's only the 15th minute, and we're gonna get the last laugh basically. So we get it here. Look at this from, oh my lord, Russell, brilliant crossbar. I love the technique he put on that. But Salmon, you know, he finished it with his head. Well, I'm pretty happy. You know, I was really scared there because I was panicking. You know, as soon as I put it into Russell, I was like, oh, I'm not going to finish it. I tried. I just held, I presume it's R1 and circle to finesse it, and I held it too long by accident. I thought, oh, it's going to go over the bar, but it hit the crossbar, and it went to Salmon. So I was like, oh my god, that's awesome, you know. I totally meant that, you know, that's great technique from the players. But we're moving on to the 90th minute, and I was like, oh, please don't screw this up. And the match ends 1-1. So in this episode so far, we have 2 draws and 1 win, which isn't the best for likes of Derby, since we're first in our career mode, you know. We should be going to a team like this that's in the relegation zone and winning. As you see there, the man's pretty disappointed. However, now we're moving to Reading, and Reading are one of the teams that I really don't like playing in career mode because they just dropped out of the Premier League, right? They did, and what they are, they were absolute all over me in this game, you know. The likes of Guthrie, I don't think he played. Pogrebniak's also a great player. Robson, Carno, he was playing in this game, and he was absolute sensational, you know. I can't believe he didn't put it in. And you'll see from the what's it called, the highlights, that really I should have lost this game. But yeah, so our team, I don't know, yeah, it's one of the best teams. Oh, maybe, no, you could argue it's our best ever team, but it should be, you know, against one of the best teams in the league. You should be playing one of the best teams you have, otherwise you're going to lose pretty terribly. And I was like, okay, how can I get past Reading? And obviously I knew my form was dropping, so if I wanted to get something against Reading, I would need to step up, and I don't know if I did in this game. You know, I can't remember because I did play it around like a week ago. But you see here, you know, like Russell, this is how I start a game off. I try and do some skills and pass it through. but it did not work, and the first chance really came in the 21st minute. So, you know, I held Reading off for quite a while, but they got through me so easily. Look at this. Boom. I don't know how he didn't put that away, you know. My grandma with one leg could put that away, but that was basically it in this half, you know. That was the second chance, you know. As I said, I didn't even have a chance, and I kept giving the ball away, which I'm sure that just is a absolute sitter. But I don't know why he tried chipping it so hard, you know. I don't know, but this is basically our best chance, you know, coming from Jamie Ward, who just put the ball wide. And that first half was as interesting as shaving the side of my foot, really. You know, this game in general was very, very boring. And as you see, it's the 90th minute. But look at this dedication from Barker. On the line, he clears it for throw-in instead of a corner. Look, if that was a corner, that may have been 1-0. I'm not saying it isn't, but okay, it won't be 1-0, you know. The match ends there in 0-0. And so I think it's 3 draws now, isn't it, and 1 win? Or was it 2 wins? No. Okay, 3 draws and 1 win in 3 games. No, in 4 games, wasn't it? Yeah. So I wasn't very happy with this. But we come to Blackburn, who have changed dramatically since the times they were in the Premier League. I just looked at that team and I couldn't believe it, you know. I remember them in the Premier League being like the 13th club, you know. I remember them winning the goddamn Premier League. Now they're in the Championship, struggling for survival in this league. You know, I didn't know where the likes of Pedersen were. You know, Pedersen, Dunn, where are they? You know, I know Olsen. I'm pretty sure Olsen's a left back and he's gone to Norwich. Or some Martin Olsen. Martin Olsen's the no, but that's the Black Olsen. I don't know. You know, Olsen plays for West Brom and Olsen plays for Norwich. But I don't know. So this was again one of my strongest teams, you know. This is why I always rotate my teams, you know, because I always play my hardest team. I don't really make any changes until they're not fit. I do it like every 2 games. But we're hoping for a win against Blackburn, you know. Blackburn not being one of the sides they used to be. So we caught them on the break here, you know. Martin, brilliant skill, brilliant play. And look at this from Russell. Look at this dedication. He just runs down Paul Robinson, and look at that spectacular finish from Martin. That was just a brilliant volley from outside the box. But I think the real credit has... Oh no, it wasn't Russell, sorry, it was Hughes. The real credit has to go to Hughes. Look, he bullied the defender and he scared off Paul Robinson. I think Paul Robinson should retire in the game at that moment there. He should just walk off the pitch and go, oh hell no, I ain't doing anything here. But basically, here we score our second goal. Okay, I just missed it, but, well, I just spoiled it for you guys. But I took Russell off because he was pretty disappointing. And Martin put in a great ball for Connor Salmon, and the Irishman's not going to miss from there. That was such a weird shot, you know. It was hard, yes, but it looked so weak. It looked like he hit it with the outside of his foot or something. It just looked really awkward, like you see here, look, come on. He hit it with the outside of his foot, and... bear in mind this is the 51st minute, and in the 53rd I just mistimed the clearance. I absolutely whacked the clearance, but it didn't whack it, it just gave it to the player. I hate when it does that in career mode, you know, don't you get me? It's like, what the hell, like, you know what I mean? But look how quickly we break out. Oh, I just forgot Rhodes scored there. But look how quickly we break out from being in defence. In the matter of like 2 seconds, we're 1-on-1, and Connor Salmon just brilliant finesse. And at that moment, when just while I was running down there with Connor Salmon, the commentator was like going, Ben Watson has scored for Wigan. Oh my god, I was like, shut up, I'm going to score. And I scored, and, well, yeah, so 3-1 against Blackburn. I thought I was getting my momentum back, but I'm not that confident about my momentum. You know, I think I'm doing pretty bad in the league. I think I've dropped to 2nd place by now. I'm not gonna show the league table in this episode, I don't think. No, I'm not, because no, there's no point. I'll do it in the next episode, you know. I'll show you the league table in the next episode. But yeah, so this was Midget. Hopefully you enjoyed these types of videos. I'm gonna do like 1 every week involving 3 games. So yeah, so this was Midget. I hope you had a great day, and yeah, take peace. Take care.